All right, so I promised another video, so that is what this is going to be. Eagles versus the Rams. Whew. Still undefeated, 4-0. Feeling okay about the season. Obviously, I have more expectations for this season than I did last season. I don't know if you guys watched my video I just posted, um, but going into last season, I had no expectation. Like I just didn't know what to expect. Like I'm like, okay, is Jalen Hurts gonna be good or is he gonna go? Because at that time, the fan base wasn't fucking with Jalen Hurts. Oh, he's not an NFL quarterback. Da 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 da. What? Please. Um, I um like Jalen Hurts just because I was done with Carson. I was just done. Um, and I was gonna give him a fair shot. So that was last year for me was a year for Jalen Hurts to prove himself. Anyone above and beyond. Um, he had an MVP caliber season. We went to the Super Bowl, which is completely unexpected. I don't even think that still has hit me yet. I'm probably not going to talk about that too much. Um, so yes, going into the season, way more expectations. Coming out kind of flat these few weeks. Um, Last week, obviously, was a step in the right direction of what we want to see from our offense. Um, Defense has been good. Our secondary is shot. To be completely honest with you guys, I don't like the way our secondary has looked at all. Um, Big play Slay, he's had a few games that he's shown some promise, but um, I don't know. I just personally, I don't I can't go into games confident that we're going to win because like we just haven't had a convincing win. Like I'm completely happy that we're 4-0 right now, but the consensus um, from just like fans and um, these sports shows, we haven't played anyone, which they said last year, so that doesn't. And I just want to touch on that. Like we haven't played anyone. Um, I hate that because a lot of us play. We're playing your team, so that means that your team is not good, and it's not our fault that your team is not good. So it's just I hate when people say you haven't played anyone. Now this week is going to be our biggest test that we have had because we've played games, um, but we can't. I can't go into games just being confident because we're not winning in a good way. Like we're down to the very last second. Like the fact that Washington last week we went to overtime is ridiculous. We should not have went to overtime with Washington at all. Why do we let them come back? This is what I be trying to say. Like we need to. We're winning, great. We can't complain about the wins, but when we lose, I know y'all. I know this fan base. I know everything is gonna it's gonna implode. We gotta have a convincing win. I'm hoping they can do it this week versus um, the Rams. Puka Nakua, he's just been playing great football, and I'm worried about our secondary versus him. I think that our front can give Stafford some pressure, which will help. But I'm just worried about them throwing all over us. Now, granted, we've played Justin Jefferson. Um, and I thought that maybe he was going to get a bunch of yards. He got a good chunk, but it wasn't like unbearable. You know what I mean? Like he didn't get 230 yards versus us like DJ Moore just did uh, in the Commander game. So it's not that bad. Like I feel like we've been able to hold receivers to like a decent receiving size. I just want to look something up really quick. Yeah, like Mike Evans, he didn't really do much versus us Patriots. Like a lot of these games, these games are too close. They're too close. And the Buccaneers game, that we were that wasn't like a blowout. Like the score says 25-11, but that didn't come until late. I'm tired of giving up leads. Let's get a lead and let's keep it. You know what I mean? Let's get some. Let's not have our fucking defense play 5 yards off of these receivers. Anytime somebody gets the ball, like okay, let's just go off of last week. Terry McLaurin, these guys, all the people that you have to cover him. Why is there so many yards after the catch? I don't know. I don't. It doesn't. I'm not concerned. I don't want to lose. I want to win. And I just I want to win in a convincing way. Like I don't want to question. Like I don't want to go into over. Like the fact that we went overtime last week was bullshit. um. Yeah, so I'm expecting a good game. I don't think it's gonna be like a shootout. I want Jalen Hurts to have a good game. I want to see him getting better weekly. Everybody's blaming everything on the preseason. That's past. Like we should be getting in a groove. Okay. Um, and you know, I'm ready for the game. I'm excited. If you guys want to stop by and watch it with me, I'm gonna be here acting a fool. Um, I think it's gonna be a good game. Hopefully, Puka Nakua doesn't just rip us to shreds. Hopefully, our secondary is up to the task and can show up. I just don't want to get embarrassed. I hate getting embarrassed by teams. Um, that's really it for the game. I'm not getting too crazy into what we need to do and all this stuff. You know what I mean? I just want to watch the game, watch football. Let's get into the picks because I don't want to make this video too long. Just gonna go here. All right, so Eagles Rams. Obviously, I'm gonna pick the Eagles. I will rarely pick against my team. I say rarely, and I don't think I've ever have. Maybe in the past, like when I'm like, damn, we're going against this crazy team. We're probably not gonna win. Even though I would still pick us to win. Jaguars, Bills. I'm going Bills. They just look good. They look good right now. Patriots, Saints. I'm going Saints. Patriots, flat. Ravens, Steelers. In this type of situation, I would go um, underdog, and I would I would take the Steelers even though the Ravens might win. Falcons, Texans. I'm taking the Texans. Uh, I like the way CJ has been playing lately, so I would give them the edge over the Falcons. Wouldn't be bad if the Falcons won. Panthers, Lions. I am so sorry, Panthers fans, but I'm going with the Lions. Giants, Dolphins. This is our rival. I'm picking the Dolphins are probably gonna win, but uh, I I'll pick the Giants. I think this week I'm going with our rivals. Uh, I'm picking the Giants. They're probably gonna lose, but I'm not gonna count any team out. It's any given Sunday. Dolphins, uh, you know what I mean? They lost last week to the Bills, granted, but you know maybe the Giants will come out and do work on their homework, do a little watching, and maybe they can compete. I hope they do. Um, Bengals Cardinals. They're both 1-3, which is weird. I mean, big fan of Joe Burrow. Um, the Cardinals have just been in games lately. Like they're not just going down without a fight. So you really never know. The Bengals haven't looked great. I would give the edge to the Bengals just because I have respect for Joe Burrow, and I've just been picking them every week, and they haven't been um, winning. I'm gonna pick the Bengals. Jets Broncos. I'm going Jets on this. They're both 1-3. I like the way Zach played last week. Um, a good friend of mine's husband just died. He was a Jets fan, so I would like the Jets to win. They look good versus the Chiefs, which everybody just probably thought that was going to be a blowout, a super blowout. But he ended up balling out, and yeah, I'm gonna pick the Jets versus the Broncos, and that whole thing with the coach, like he came out and said Sean Payton was talking shit about Hackett, and they're 1-3, so definitely picking the Jets. This year, I'm whoever's playing the Chiefs, I'm picking the other team. So I don't give a damn who it is. I'm picking the Chiefs. I mean, I'm picking the Vikings. I'm not picking the Chiefs. Anybody in the AFC, just stand up, stand up, stand up, and y'all gotta give him something to sweat about. I mean, damn, you don't want this to be like another Patriots Tom Brady type situation. Somebody in the AFC step up and take out the Chiefs. Um, Cowboys Niners. I'm going Cowboys on this. A lot of y'all probably don't want to hear that, but um, they're 49ers are 4-0. We're 4-0. I kind of want them to get exposed. They haven't really played somebody like Dallas yet. Just like we haven't played anybody like the Niners or the Dolphins or the Bills or the Cowboys yet either. So I'm gonna give that to the Cowboys. They got a chip on their shoulder. They beat them twice. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Cowboys on that. Um, and Packers Raiders. I'll go Packers. I don't know. I'll go Packers on that. The Raiders, I don't even know. Like I thought Jimmy G was gonna come and like be this great player, and we have yet to see uh, a lot from them. They're 1-3. All right, y'all. So that does it for my picks. I'm excited to stream tomorrow. I hope I don't have no like issues. This will be my first time, um, and yeah, let's do it. Go Birds, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.